In today's Bible story, we're going to discover that Jesus doesn't want anyone to stay in bondage. Even when he's traveling with the disciples, he's willing to stop to help one demon-possessed man so that he can find freedom. This is what we're told in today's Bible story. In Mark 5, the Bible tells us that Jesus and the disciples were traveling across the Sea of Galilee, and they ended up landing in the region of the Gerasenes. In this land, there was a man who wandered around in the tombs that no one was strong enough to bind. They would put chains on his hands and his feet, and he could break the chains. And they would cuff his ankles with iron, and he could break it. Nothing would hold him. Day and night, this man wandered through the tombs and the hillside and the country, crying out and slashing himself with stones. And when he saw that Jesus had arrived, he immediately ran up to him and he bowed at the knees before Jesus. And he cried out, "Son of God, the Most High God, Jesus, do not harm me. Promise me before God that you will not hurt me." He said this because Jesus had said to him, "Evil spirits, get out." And then Jesus looked at him and he said, "What is your name?" And he said, "Legion, for there are many in us." Well, on the hill nearby were a herd of pigs. There were about 2,000 of them in this herd. And he kept begging Jesus not to send them out of this area. So he said, "Send us to those pigs." And so Jesus allowed it. And immediately the evil spirits left and went into the herd of pigs. And the herd of pigs rushed and went off the cliff into the water, and they drowned. Well, the people who were caring for those pigs immediately ran into town to tell everyone what they had seen and heard. So they told everyone in the countryside, and they came out to see for themselves. And when they arrived, they found him sitting fully clothed and in his right mind, thinking clearly and talking with Jesus. And this made them very afraid. And they said, "Jesus, leave our area. Go. We don't want you here." And so Jesus was getting into the boat to leave. And the man who had been possessed by these evil spirits that Jesus had freed said, "Please let me go with you." And Jesus told him, "No, I need you to stay. I want you to go to your family and tell your family everything the Lord has done for you, how he has shown mercy and kindness to you." And so he stayed. And then he traveled on to the area that's called the 10 cities. And the man who had been demon-possessed told them everything that had happened to him. And the people were amazed. May God honor the telling of his word. So as you listen to today's story, what did you learn about Jesus? And what did you learn about the demon-possessed man? There were two groups of people. The people who came from town that heard about what Jesus did, and then the town that the man had gone to share. How were they different? What was their responses to how Jesus had healed this man? And what does this compel you to do today? How does it cause you want to respond to Jesus? When we're in the Word, we're with Jesus and we are transformed. Shalom, y'all.